Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my YouTube videos. So as you saw by the title, this video is dedicated to pretty much setting yourself up for success in 2026, and it is never ever too late to actually start doing that. And it's really just about building good foundations, routines, habits to help you succeed in all of the goals that you want to achieve in 2026. So let's get straight into it. I really just wanted to sit down and do a bit of like what my goals are looking like in 2026 and how I'm going to achieve them. I wanted to do a little bit of a different video than what I've normally been doing. I am still so new to YouTube and I am enjoying it so much, but I really wanted to do like a little sit down kind of chat video because I have resonated so much with preparing myself for 2026 and really building my dream life and becoming who I want to be in 2026. 2026 for me is going to be so much different to 2025 because this year I am really honing down on setting my goals, planning my routines, building my habits, and just becoming the best version of myself. So I am so excited to be going on this journey in 2026, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me and help hold me as well accountable to achieving all of my goals and building these habits and building these routines and just setting yourself up for such a successful year in 2026. 2025 was a bit of a rogue year for me. I really didn't set any goals. I didn't have any intentions. But I feel like in 2025, I grew so much as a person, and that I feel like has really brought me to this position to want to achieve and really want to hone down on getting my goals set and building my foundations. So a quick look into 2025, I started off the year with some interstate travel. I had my mum's 50th birthday, which was so much fun. I did so much sewing in 2025. I had so many sewing adventures. I was going to start a business. I felt like 2025 was really going to be my year of setting sewing as like my career, but it didn't end up going that way, and that is okay because I still learned so much in doing that, and I'm so happy that I had that journey. And maybe hopefully 2026 can bring some more of that, which I will touch on when I talk about my goals. I had my 21st birthday, and unfortunately my 21st birthday we actually had a cyclone here in Brisbane. All my plans for my birthday kind of got canned because obviously we couldn't do anything, and I pretty much just spent my 21st birthday in our house doing nothing. So that was really fun. We also got Benji, our little puppy. I'll insert a little photo of him somewhere. We got Benji in 2025, it wasn't a goal that I had planned, but I always knew Will and I wanted to get a dog, and it just happened that 2025 was the year that we were able to do so, and I'm so happy that we got Benji. I love him so much. So went to my first ever wedding in 2025, which was such a fun experience, and it makes me so excited for potentially when I have my own wedding. So that was a really fun experience. 2025 I also started posting on social media, which was a really big step for me because I have been creating and filming and making videos for so long, but I just never had the courage, I guess, to actually put myself out there on social media. So I took that step in 2025 to actually start this journey, and here we are today. So I'm so happy that happened in 2025. My fitness in 2025 really went through like some up and downs. I feel like I was at one point my fittest and healthiest self that I have ever been in my life. I was so consistent with going to my Pilates class, working out. Like I just had such a good routine, and all of that kind of changed when I moved into a full-time job, which in saying that now I'm going to be implementing that a lot more in 2026 and getting back on those routines and habits. So I'm so excited to see what my fitness journey turns into in 2026. As I kind of just touched on, I changed jobs in 2026. I was just working casual for a lot of it, turning into a full-time role. I've really noticed how much I need to set my routines and actually schedule time for myself, because obviously a lot of your time gets put into a full-time job. So I'm really trying to focus on that and creating that work-life balance in my routines and habits that we're going to be building. So that's another thing that I'm excited to try and be working on personally. In changing jobs, I also met so many new friends. I feel like I can be sometimes a little bit of an introverted person at times. Like I love doing my own thing as well. In 2025, I feel like I did kind of want to come more out of my shell, and I feel like I really am trying to put that more into 2026 as well. The biggest thing of all that happened in 2025, which I'm like getting goosebumps thinking about this because I'm so excited about this. Will and I signed a contract on a house. So we are buying a house. We are probably going to be moving in within like the next few months. So first quarter of 2026 is going to be a lot of like planning for moving and getting everything sorted. So stay tuned for all of those moving vlogs because I am so excited for all of that to happen. So that was pretty much my 2025 tied up in a nice pretty little bow. That's pretty much my big achievements of 2025 and what has happened in that year. So now let's move into 2026 and how I'm going to be building my foundation, setting my goals. I know I've said that so many times that is going to be said a lot in this video, so do with that what you will, but now we're going to be moving into like more of that kind of stuff. So as I mentioned, in 2026 I really want to be focusing on those foundations and building a sustainable and successful year in 2026. I realized that I don't need more motivation, I need routines and habits that are going to support me even on those low energy days. January is the perfect time for trial and error. Try those new routines, try that new workout split, try those different healthy recipes. Just really experiment and see what works for you, because you do not need to go into the new year with all guns blazing, have a full plan out. Like, just really experiment and try and see what works for you to be able to build those foundations in 2026. Sit down, visualize what you want your perfect morning or evening routine to look like. Go get a piece of paper, get a pen, whatever you want to do, just go and sit down and kind of write out, jot down the things you want to do in your morning routine or your evening routine, and create like a little schedule of how you want all of those things to flow to be your best self. Are you having your breakfast before your coffee in the morning? Are you squeezing in a workout in the morning? Are you starting your day intentionally? Are you planning your day the morning of, or are you planning it the night before? How I start my day sets the tone of how my day is going to go. So really hone in and really make that your time in the morning to set yourself up to have a successful day. Similar with your evening routine, use this time to relax and rejuvenate. Spend a few minutes cleaning your kitchen, cleaning your bedroom, whatever space you feel like is clogging your energy. Write down some things on a notebook that are in your head just to help clear that space as well, because it is so important to have a clear space, a clear mind, to really put your best self forward and ensure that you're waking up the next day to want to succeed in what you want to do that day. You don't have to have all of these steps planned perfectly. Just try, do something, because the more you put into yourself, the more you're going to be able to give out to everybody else and give to yourself as well. Even if you just do half of your routine, it's better than doing nothing. Because the fun thing with routines, the more you do them, the more they become habits and the more they become second nature. Because by doing these habits, you're going to create these routines. And I rather do a little bit every day than doing everything once a week. If you are struggling with creating these new habits, try habit stacking. Start small and gradually build on these habits to avoid crashing out, to avoid getting overstimulated, because I can almost guarantee that you already have some habits or routines implemented in your life. So just stack some small things onto that. Try journaling in the morning while you're drinking your coffee, stretching while you're watching TV. Plan for the next day while you're winding down and getting into bed. If it fits into my life naturally, I'm more likely to be able to stick with it in the long run. It's all about consistency over motivation, and I have actually chosen consistency as one of my words this year, and I will touch on that a little bit more later. Consistency is all about showing up for yourself. Seeing progress does not require being perfect every single day. Consistency looks like, for me, showing up imperfectly and not waiting to feel inspired to do these things. Something that I'm really excited to be implementing into this year is having regular check-ins with myself. Whether if you want to do these weekly, monthly, quarterly, just reflect on how that past time has been to really help adjust and plan for your goals to help you achieve them. Figure out what's working, what's not working, what's heavy, what can you fix. Just really reflect on yourself and see how those things are going in your life to adjust them to where you want to be. Because checking in with yourself keeps you consistent without burning out. So now let's look at my goals for 2026. So this here is my 2026 Notion board. So this is kind of where I'm doing all of my goal planning and setting for this year. So I do have like my little vision board up the top there, and as I mentioned before, I have my words for 2026. So they are consistency and balance, and I have like a little description of what those words actually mean here. So my overarching goals for 2026, you can see them over here, and you can also see here I break it down into my weekly and my monthly. So just to quickly touch on what my overarching goals for 2026 are. I have a couple on here. I want to grow my YouTube subscribers, obviously, because I am so new. I only want to hit the target of 1K subscribers for this year. I also want to focus on creating a consistent posting schedule on YouTube and just all of my social media platforms. I've really started this off low. I want to be working out 3 times a week. The week just gone, I successfully worked out twice, which I'm so excited about. So happy to say that I'm getting back into the routine and doing it. And saying that, I'm still like moving my body every day. I'm more just talking about actual like workouts that I'm doing. And then you can see below that, obviously, as I just mentioned, stretching and moving my body every day. I feel like so far I have been doing this pretty successfully. I haven't done it every single day, which is okay. It's okay. We're getting into it. We're building these routines, building these habits, building these foundations. So we're starting off slow and just really working into it. And then I do just have some like financial goals that I'm not going to talk too much about. It's just more creating budgets, saving money, and that kind of stuff. In my 21 years of walking on planet Earth, I have not successfully read a book from start to finish. It is something that I really struggle with. I struggle to sit down and actually read. I struggle to want to read, have the motivation. So this year I'm really wanting to just read one book from start to finish. I have picked up 2 already. I haven't started them yet, but that's something that I'm working towards this year. It's just really as well finding what I enjoy reading and what I want to read. So that's kind of like my little reading goal for 2026. Also, I want to be sewing one item, like sewing one thing per month, just to help me stay on top of my sewing, do my sewing, and just kind of have bring more creativity into my life in that way. You can also see here doing my quarterly check-ins with my goals is going to be a big thing that I'm going to want to stay on top of. Also with keeping a clean physical and mental state and establishing my morning and evening routines, because that is something that last year I feel like I did not have much on, which is why we're really focusing on it this year. So you can see I've kind of done my goals for this week. So what I do is I go into my monthly actually first and kind of look at my overarching goals and stem smaller goals for the month from that. All of these as well, I've kind of hit like kind of planned it out how I want to achieve these things. So I've kind of broken them down a little bit, which then helps when you go into your monthly to be able to break down like smaller, littler ones for the month. So these were my monthly goals for this year. I also have a little bit of like a reflection at the bottom here to do. So obviously stemming from them, we then go into the weekly goals. So that is kind of how I am planning and doing my 2026 goals and trying to help stay on top of that, because I really wanted to do this to create smaller bite-sized things for me to achieve, rather than looking at the overarching goal and seeing that as like so far in the future, like it not being attainable. Making these smaller goals to be able to help them become attainable and help achieve the big goals. I also do a lot of my planning in my iPad, which I'm not really going to go into. I'm not really going to show you guys because it has a lot of like personal stuff on there, but I really love to use my iPad as like my daily, monthly and weekly planner to really schedule the time in to do the things that I want to do to, as I already said, hit those big goals. So that is kind of everything all wrapped up and all pretty in my goal setting kind of journey. So I hope this video has motivated you to kind of have a deeper look into what you want to be achieving, what habits you want to be setting up and building those foundations for 2026 to be able to achieve your best and highest self. So thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.